Welcome to video 4, and we're going to talk about churn and cash flow forecasting. Let's talk about cash flow because this is where churn goes from being a theoretical problem to a very real keep you up at night problem. Cash flow is the lifeblood of any business. You can be profitable on paper but still go out of business if you run out of cash. And churn makes cash flow incredibly difficult to predict and manage. And here's why. When you have low stable churn, your business becomes predictable. Let's say you have 500 customers today, each paying $100 per month. If your churn is low and stable, you can forecast with reasonable confidence that next month you will have most of those customers still paying you. Maybe you'll have 480 of them. You can plan around that. But when churn is high or unpredictable, the forecasting becomes a complete nightmare. You don't know if you'll have 480 customers next month, or 400, or 300, or 200. That uncertainty makes it nearly impossible to make good business decisions. So can you afford to hire that new person? Well, it depends on whether you still have 400 customers or 300 next month. Should you sign that office lease? Again, it depends on your revenue next month, which depends on your churn. You see what's going on? This uncertainty, it affects everything. Banks, investors, they don't like it. They want to see predictable, stable cash flow. If your cash flow swings wildly month to month because of churn, you'll have a much harder time getting financing. And when you do get it, you'll pay higher interest rates because you are seen as risky. Let me give you a concrete example. Imagine there are two SaaS companies, right? And both are making about $100,000 in monthly recurring revenue right now. But company A has 3% monthly churn rate, is stable, is predictable. They can forecast that in 6 months, if they keep acquiring customers at their current rate, they'll be at about $130,000 in monthly revenue. They can plan hiring, they can plan their investments, and everything around that forecast, they can make decisions with confidence. Now here's company B. 10% monthly churn rate fluctuates. Some months is 8, some months is 12. They have no idea if they'll be at 120,000 or 80,000 in 6 months. They cannot make plans. They are constantly reacting, constantly in crisis mode. So which company would you rather run? Which one would you rather invest in? Here is another critical point. High churn often creates a cash flow timing problem. You typically spend money upfront to acquire a customer, marketing costs, sales commissions, onboarding expenses, and then you recoup that investment slowly over time as the customer pays you month after month. But if the customer churns before you have recouped your acquisition cost, you've actually lost money on that customer. Your cash flow is negative, and if this happens a lot, you can be growing in terms of customer count, but actually burning through cash. This is why some high-growth companies suddenly collapsed. They were growing but bleeding cash the whole time because of churn. Reducing churn stabilizes cash flow, makes your business predictable, and allows you to make smart long-term decisions instead of just surviving month to month. In next episode, we are going to talk about how churn affects your company's valuation. So I'm looking forward to speaking on that. Take care. Bye-bye.